Man, I really don't know what to do for this next episode of Contestant Loadouts. I want to make that Batman loadout so bad, but Embark is taking forever. Well, I guess I gotta check the reserve loadouts again. Let's see. Wait a second. Well, I suppose there's no better time than episode 20.
All these haters mad cause I'm finally in my bag. Flexing all on purpose, and all my bitches bad.
Enemy spotted.
Check, counting commas in my jack. Throwing all these packs, I don't ever check the tag. All these haters mad cause I'm finally in my bag. Flexing all on purpose, and all my bitches bad. Running up a check, counting commas in my jack.
Fight!
All these packs, I don't ever check the tag. Run up the back, I'm an athlete, yeah. Talking that shit don't impress me. That must be dancing like Backstreet. Hey, I got your girl on my backseat, yeah. Billy got dripped like a faucet. You had the sauce, but you lost it, yeah. All of my cars exotic, yeah. I'm with your mom in the mosh pit. Hey, you already know what the fuck going on. It's Billy. We going crazy.
Hello everyone. Welcome to episode 20 of Contestant Loadouts, the series where I give you fun loadouts to try in the finals. Keep in mind, these loadouts aren't designed to be meta so much as they are to be fun. So save your comments on how dumb this loadout is, because I really don't care. Today's loadout is me. To celebrate the 20th episode of this series, I wanted to show you guys my favorite loadout in the game so that you too can play like the best finals player in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna be diamond by tomorrow for sure. So how do you play as Hyperborean in the finals? What loadout are we running? And what's my favorite outfit? Let's go to the contestant creator to find out. I'm a heavy main, and my favorite specialization is the charge and slam. I just like breaking stuff, elbow slamming on the ground, and ramming into people. All of that oonga boonga stuff, which is also why my favorite weapon is the sledgehammer. But what about the gadgets? Well, this is where we get a bit cheeky. When I'm using this loadout, I always have an RPG and a dome shield, but when it comes to my third gadget, I like to cycle between every other heavy gadget. Sometimes I'll bring a grenade, sometimes I'll bring the lock bolt, sometimes I'll bring some mines. We'll talk a bit more about what situations I like to bring each for in a little bit, but feel free to get creative with that third gadget and pick whatever heavy gadget suits your fancy for the third spot. As for the fashion, my favorite outfit in the game is the alien outfit with a few changes. I like to use the silver metal zip-up jacket, the level 31 tactical sling bag, and the Moulin plushie. You know, because aliens abduct cows.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That being said, the alien head is the most important part of the outfit, so as long as you have that, consider yourself a part of the alien hammer gang. And with that, we're ready to hop into the arena. So let's start learning Hyperborean's favorite way to play the finals. Personally, my favorite thing to do is grab a sledgehammer and run around the map power bashing light mains like Chris Brown used to power bash. I know this loadout has a melee weapon, but there's still some versatility to it because of the gadgets we brought. You can use the charge and slam for some extra destruction, specifically in buildings your enemies are camping in. Or if you want, you can use it to open up a fight. Or you can use it to just go in and distract your enemies for your team. Or you can just use it as a panic button to run away from a fight like a lot of new players do. Then we have the hammer, which a lot of people will immediately assume is only useful for melee and write it off if that's what they think. But there's another half to this equation that a lot of people tend to forget, the destruction. You can use the hammer to create new sight lines for your teammates with guns, make cash outs easier to access, destroy enemy cover, and send a definitive "I am better than you" message to your enemies. Then there's the two gadgets I always bring. The RPG is there to give us something we can use at range, so we're not automatically cooked if we get shot at by someone too far to hit with our hammer. But we can also use it for some extra destruction potential, or to open up a fight if we get the drop on a grouped up enemy team. Personally, I like to save it to finish off low health enemies when they try to run away, but however you decide to use it is up to you. Then there's the dome shield. Use it to cover yourself while you push or fall back from enemies, cover a revive or steal, or force an enemy to get close to you so you can bash them with your hammer. But where this loadout really shines is the third gadget. The heavy class has a lot of gadgets that can help in a lot of different situations, so depending on what I need, I like to switch up my third gadget to react to whatever the situation is. I mentioned earlier that I would say what those situations are, and here they are for every other heavy gadget currently in the game. Bunch of light mains dashing all over the place? Lockbolt. Want even more ways to destroy buildings? C4. Medium players mindlessly spamming defibrillators? Pyromines on their statues. Sword light mindlessly rushing you? Explosive mine. Taking a lot of range fire? Barricade. Do you want to make those ranged players blind? Flashbangs. Or maybe you just want some concealment? Smoke grenades. Or maybe you want to force them to fight you at close range, or have an extra way to traverse the map and get to them faster. Goo grenade. Do you need some more burst damage at range? Frag grenade. Want to keep people out of a certain area for a bit? Gas grenade. Enemy team camping behind or on top of goo? Pyro grenade. Want to know where the enemy teams are coming from? Motion sensor. Or maybe you just want to be a pain in everyone's ass? Anti-gravity cube. There's a wide variety of scenarios you can prepare for by changing around your third gadget. But before I sign off this video, here's a few more tips to help you out in the arena. For starters, the hammer has some quick kill combos that are helpful for you to know. For light players, one power attack will kill, or you can use a normal attack followed by quick melee. Medium players can be taken out by a power attack followed by a normal attack, or two normal attacks followed by quick melee, which I believe is faster. And heavy players can be defeated by a power attack followed by a normal attack and a quick melee, which is really the only combo worth doing on a heavy. Keep in mind, these are combos for enemies at full health. If you see a player at like 100 health or below, just hit them once and you'll be good. There's also some hammer movement tech that's worth talking about, specifically a technique I like to call slide swinging and one I call the hammer slam. The slide swing is pretty much what it sounds like. Swinging a hammer is liable to make you lose any momentum you had while sprinting, but you can keep some of this momentum if you slide right before you swing. This is especially great for the power attacks, since the power attack will damn near bring you to a complete stop, but you can use a slide to cover a bit more distance and make it more likely that the power attack lands. And speaking of the power bash, if you're looking down on some enemies from a roof and decide to attack them, but you don't have any gadgets or specializations to open the fight with, consider jumping onto those enemies, but while you're falling, time a power attack to hit as soon as you land. This will only work on one enemy, unlike the charge and slam or RPG, but if you have teammates backing you up, this can put you at a very quick manpower advantage. For my next tip, if you have a teammate with a healing beam, stay close to him. As a matter of fact, consider him your best friend, and maybe send him a Christmas card later this year. Last but not least, a tip that I always like to give for new heavies is to learn where all the jump pads, zip lines, and any other movement tools around the maps are to help you get around faster. This is especially helpful for this loadout because eventually you're going to end up in a situation where you need to run, and knowing where the stuff that helps you do that is pretty useful. And with that, you're ready to spread the great word of my channel. That word being that whether we win or lose doesn't matter, because it's about the message. The message being that the Alien Hammer Gang is the superior gang. And who knows, maybe we'll piss someone off so much that they ask their friends to spam the finals Discord asking for a hammer nerf. But before I wrap up this video, I'd like to give an update pertaining to this series. Don't worry, I don't plan on ending this series here or anytime soon really. However, the series is going on pause for a couple reasons. One, the developers removed the stun gun, and I need the stun gun for a video where I plan on revisiting my older loadouts. And two, I need it for episode 21 of this series. Hell, I needed it like 3 episodes ago, but the developers are taking their sweet time reworking it. Once the stun gun is back, the series will continue like normal, with a couple changes in format, as I still have plenty of ideas I haven't made videos about, as well as all the great ideas some of you guys have given me. In the meantime, I plan on making other types of content related to the finals, as well as some videos related to other video games, like the Shadow of the Erd Tree review that I said I'd be making all the way back in November. I'm sorry, I just haven't had time to play it. These videos will likely take longer than a week, but they shouldn't take too long to make. In the meantime, be sure to tune in to my live streams, which happen every Saturday around 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out the rest of the videos in this series and subscribe to my channel. But until my next video or stream, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.